part of what you all are thinking out here, some of you are thinking, gee, am I a good fit for an agency? Or would I be better suited to work on the client side? And I think that's not supposed to be.
It depends what you like to do. Right? I mean, there's certainly benefits to being on the client side. You own the budgets. You are responsible for a number of different agencies most of the time, and then you're also responsible for the measurement, as is your agencies, from the budgets and the impact that those budgets have. Agencies are very much like startups. Right? I mean, to Pat's point, you really are going to work really, really hard. And the better the agency, the harder you're going to work. A good B, a Jack Morton, a Hal Riney, or an Organic. It's a name, it's a brand, it's significant training that you're going to have there. You're going to work very, very hard and very long hours. Whereas on the client side, depending on the client, you may not, you have the benefit of throwing a proposal out in 8 hours and getting it done. We love. And so, that's the name of the game, right? That's not going to change on the agency side. So that's a frustrating environment to be in if you want planned and days that are more consistent or 9 to 5 that even exist. It certainly doesn't exist on the agency side. I've never experienced it myself. But we know. So I think what I like most about it, I enjoy the turbulence of it all. Actually, I enjoy the seeking new clients. I enjoy because before Joanna was mentioning, clients are coming to the agencies for expertise. Right? Clients are coming to you and saying, how do we handle social media? How do we engage an audience and engage an audience and do it well? Right? And they're coming to agencies like ours, like the others on the panel here, and asking for that expertise. So that's a great place to be if you enjoy learning, if you enjoy research, and you enjoy, as was mentioned, being ahead of the game. Because the best agencies are looking around the corners on behalf of the clients. And the best agencies have staff that are that know their clients better than the clients know themselves, because that's how you add value, and that's how you price accordingly against that value.
Yeah, I think from being on the agency side, I personally love being creative. I love being, like you were saying, being ahead of the curve. And I think that when you're in an in-house situation, you have limited resources and time to spend on that creativity. Like, we are a creative agency, that's what we do. We're supposed to be out on hitting the pavement, getting to know reporters, and knowing our industries well. When you're kind of siloed into just doing one client, it becomes a little limited. You don't always have time to spend reading and getting out there. You have a lot of other deliverables for the client. You have to report to a bunch of different people. I think on the agency behalf, being able to really be creative and to really spend time brewing those ideas and doing your homework and really being knowledgeable about industries that you serve, and also having the opportunities like at MSR Communications, we service so many different clients. Dictionary.com is one of our clients, ABG, Antivirus, CPP, they're the publishers of the Myers-Briggs. We also do Google Consultant. It's so different that it keeps it interesting. I mean, we constantly are doing co-pitches, where it's like the Myers-Briggs is helping us out with the consultant because, there's a fit for how the IT personality is or something like that. So it keeps it fun and invigorative. I think the con of the agency, to be completely honest, is the changing roster can be trying. I mean, you can have a couple clients sign on at the same time, and you have to go through ramp up. You're so busy, and then you have your other client who's super demanding and wants all your attention. So really being able to manage and clients' expectations and ramp up mode and keeping everybody happy can be difficult at times, but definitely exciting.
There's an old saying, this would be a great business if it weren't for the clients. The clients are both the source of the challenge and also the reason that we work so hard and feel so good about what we've accomplished at the end. I think it's easy to set up this sort of false dichotomy that agencies are, doing whatever it takes, jumping through the hoops in order to serve the needs of the demanding clients, and the clients have all the power and own the budgets. But the reality is that when you get to know the clients that we're dealing with at almost any level, they're beholden to somebody else's budget. Things are dictated to them. They're at the mercy of things too. They don't have any more power in it than we do. And the reality is most of our clients are jealous of the work environment that we have, how much fun we have, the fact that we wear sneakers to work, that's and they kind of expect that of us and like that about us. The last time that I was looking for a job was back in, a long time ago, and as I was looking at the different marketing jobs that I was, suited to, that I could apply for on the client side, I thought, well, that seems like kind of an interesting company. Seagate, I think, was one of them. They make the hard drives, and I think, well, I've got a background in technology. I can help market that. I understand the target demographic, and then after about 3 months, I would be going out of my board. It's just like, how boring would it be to focus in on one product for all that time and put all my life into hard drives? If you look in the program here, it lists about, let's see, how many are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different clients here that are listed in the roster of the clients that we serve. That's not a list of the clients that we've served over the last 3 or 5 years. That's who we're working with now. There are 20 of us serving, actually one more than that. We've been awarded Salesforce.com. So we got 11 current clients, all that are in the Fortune 50, all that are in growing states of their product cycle. It's just very exciting work and challenging to sort of there's a mental switching costs, walking from a meeting with one client into another one and going from Juniper Networks and talking about networking and Q-Fabric and the new data center and all the new products that they're launching, and walking in and talking to eBay about a conference that we're putting on for them in Las Vegas and how much fun people have and what are brainstorming on what should all the ribbons on the name tag say, because it's a completely different culture, It's really invigorating to have that kind of diversity in the kinds of things that you're doing. And then when you get these RFPs and clients that you've never heard of, here's a new company, they're going after this, and this is the target demographic. We've got a tremendous base of experience to draw from. And the number of creative pitches that we do in a year is probably on the order of 30 or 40. And you get very good. I mean, think of in your classes, you do a case study on a company and how much you learn from doing that one case study. Imagine doing 40 of those in a year. You get pretty good at what this is, and you develop a shorthand with your team, and you win some, you lose some, but everyone that comes in, you just throw your heart and soul into it. It's like a new. You're dating somebody new. You're thinking about what the future could be.
So I started off my career in advertising at Goodby, and I don't know if you guys are aware of Goodby. It's just an advertising agency, creative shop, and it was one of the most challenging things I've ever done. I was in account management. On average, I would pull 15-hour days, and that's probably kind of on the light side. I started off working on HP, and it was a global client, so I would stay late in the office to talk to people in Shanghai, some of our partners, and then I would wake up really early to talk to our partners in Europe, and it was great. You throw all you have into it, and you get a lot out of it. I mean, I can't tell you how much I learned, and after I left that job, I have so much experience, and I was only there for 2.5 years, that it really helped me grow as a person and in my career and stuff like that. But it's challenging, and you have to be dedicated to what you do. I enjoyed working for the clients that I work with. I'm friends with them now, still to this day. And with any relationship that you have with someone you work with, it can get challenging. But we thought of our jobs as we were partners with the clients, and they respected that, we respected that, and so we got a lot done with them. Now I work at more of an online media company, and surprisingly, I do have more of a 9-to-5 job, which I didn't think ever existed. But I'm always on call, so if something happens, I will work when I need to work. We work more with the agencies who work with the clients, so our jobs are dependent on the agency doing their jobs. They give us the creative assets for their campaign, introduce that into our platform and go from there. So we're an agency, but kind of a non-traditional agency that you guys probably think about. But it's a young company. We do work directly with clients. The agencies we work with are great, and it's fun.
Everybody has deep ADD, right? Well, I think what the underlying thing is you have to be really flexible and resourceful. I would say a good part of what I do with my clients is actually managing my clients and opening them up to the opportunities and availability. Because a lot of times they don't understand marketing. I work a lot with engineers and technical people. So they look at marketing and go, oh my God, what's marketing? So trying to open them up, open up their ideas to the possibilities of thinking out of the box, thinking of other ways of seeing the world and their place in the world, how they might use what you're working with to advance their own careers. So I do coaching a lot, because a lot of times they don't realize the opportunities. They only see their own little box, right? And so I think that's why we're all creatives here, and that helps. And it's interesting, the challenge of coming to people who really have to have more of the box, right? And trying to balance it out in a good way, but also to say, well, go with me on this, and there are other options and other ideas here. So it's a challenging thing. It's also a challenging thing because I do strategic planning. I'd rather be on the upfront end, helping them see their future strategies. How do I help them, as well as do marketing plans for them within their, maybe in their small business unit or in a specific office. Since I work a lot with multinational firms, engineering firms and environmental firms. I'm not talking about big products firms that you're mentioning. So it's kind of an interesting thing, but I think the most important skill set is learning how to negotiate. You've got to negotiate with your clients. You've got to negotiate time and the challenges you have with that, because and you have to make them feel that they are the most important thing right in front of you, even though you've got all these other requirements next to you. So I think that's